Dashboard. It's the Cafe Business Dashboard of 2023. We can see that the most used from this dashboard, the most used method of payment is the credit card. We can see that here. We can see that here. From our sliders, we can see that credit card has about 51% amongst the three of them. We have cash, we have credit, we have three methods of payment: cash, credit, and digital wallets. Coffee, we can see that here. Coffee had six, the lowest is actually this tea. Cookie had $3,065. You can see Cookie is not doing well, tea is not doing well. Coffee is also not doing so well, and Cookie as well. And so my recommendation for this, the possible reasons, is probably that the products might appear too common or less appealing than the trending items, which are sandwich and juice. Then they might also be suffering from lack of placement in the menu, perhaps that it's not visible enough in the store. And so my recommendation is basically to repackage this product or to rebrand, then to upsell. We could tell the sales reps at the desk that they should upsell these products. And then we can also do some customer feedback, like a sample. We can run a short survey to ask customers why these items are skipped. Then my next insight in the dashboard is
one. And the second one is the total sales, the most purchased item, the most used digital payment method, and most preferred category, and the number of transactions that we did. It's an interactive dashboard. If you check the month of January, you will see how the KPIs change, the total quantity from sales, and but consistently, the juice is the most purchased item for most of the months, and the most used payment method is the digital wallet. There is a variation between the most preferred category actually, but the variation is not large. So because we have grouped it into two categories, if you look at it, the variation is not large. But if you look at it on item by item basis, the juice has the widest variation in terms of its sales and the number of transactions over the time. And the variation is said between the food and drink segments is very moderate. But in the two categories, the juice has is the most purchased items. The location. Over the year, you see that the number of people who ate in the store is quite low compared to those who took away. And it is important that we find out why do customers prefer takeaway. Is it that the seating arrangement is not conducive for them, or is it that the location is actually a place where people in transit are more than people with residential stops? Probably it's just
salad. We look at sandwich, everything, as we are saying. To make it easier, we can look at the KPI. If we're looking at the KPI, we'll see the number of total sales for Cookie, everything as it is highlighted. The same thing with the quantity sold. If we use the slicers, we'll see the number of quantities sold per item. Then the same thing we'll look at using the slicers. So if we're highlighting each product, we'll be able to see the total sales that we did for each and every product. So secondly, we're looking at the total quantity sold for each product. From the dashboard, you can see the total quantity sold from the product for each product from the dashboard. So the third on the dashboard, the sales trend per month.